Now, I actually did, like, put, like, um, some stuff in a container or whatever or not. Yeah, mostly all these containers or whatever or not. And yeah, I'm like, I said, I'm glad. I'm glad, like, I have room to move or whatever or not. Rather, because, like, so a lot of stuff was, like, in a way, a lot of boxes and all that stuff. So yeah, I couldn't even hardly move up in here or nothing like that. But yeah, I'm gonna like, end up cleaning up my room tomorrow because yeah, it's gotta clean. I'm not gonna wait until like, I get some more containers because I do have plenty more stuff to like, um actually put in containers or whatever or not. And the reason is because they gonna replace my floors. They still gonna replace my floors. I don't know. So yeah, that's like the reason why. But I already told y'all that. I already told y'all that before. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean like all these other containers they filled. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but just like I said, I'm gonna start cleaning. Anyway, now the thing is like they like said like this, like, Puppet was guilty on three counts or whatever or not. And oh my goodness, it's crazy. And like, still got him free out there. And they gave him community service to do under supervision. I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, what the hell is that? I can't wait for the like sentence in, like, to be revealed on Friday or whatever or not. I'm like, okay. Let's see what this, like, how this go or whatever or not, you know what I'm saying? Right though. Because I don't know how it's gonna go. Shit. But anyway, this was such the point. Now I'm like, no, it's just like crazy as ever. But anyway, like those cops was like bogus for real because like they pulled this like lady over that was like serving in I think the military, and they pointed guns at her for no reason because they like falsely accused her of something, whatever. And our tags don't match and all that stuff, and like she was like very afraid. I said they detained her and all that. Like, oh my goodness, it was crazy as ever. And like, they didn't even want to like, give her that like video from the like body cams so she could prove to the court about what they did or whatever. When they just tried to sleep in under the rug. That stuff was crazy. That was crazy as ever. She was scared for her life because they kept on pointing guns at her. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was really crazy. It was crazy as hell. For real though. I'm like, shit. I'm like, damn. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, like, shit keep on happening like crazy. Like, people keep getting hung up in trees and shit. And, like, it's just, like, crazy. I'm like, hell no. Like, damn, even this year, shit, we can't even have no goddamn, like, peace or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, shit, that's fucked up. For real though. I mean, like, shit, it's crazy. It's crazy as hell. I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's some crazy shit. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm just like, god damn it. For real though. I'm like, no. Because, like, that's really, like, that's really fucked up. I'm gonna say how, like, I feel about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's really fucked up. I'm saying, you not doing nothing but minding your own goddamn business. The next thing, you know, people, like, end up fucking around and, like, stringing somebody up in a goddamn tree. Like, goddamn. That shit crazy. For real though. I mean, like, and what's crazy is that, like, at a parade, they had, like, I don't know, black down from, like, I think some pearls or something like that. I think it was like a Nicholas or something. And then, like, she was being lynched or some shit. I'm like, hell no. That's some crazy shit. And I think the 7-year-old wanted it or whatever, but yeah, that was like a pistol right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But they got down on them people about that shit. Like, don't do that shit. For real though. Yeah, because like that shit was like fucked up. That was fucked up when they did that shit. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy as hell. Now I'm like, I don't know, this some crazy ass shit. I'm like, and a plus, like, just like I said, not treating them babies right in there. Around them because like they like the babies could like get sick up in there and they ass ain't even giving them no medication so they could, like, you know what I'm saying, be alright. You know what I'm saying? That shit fucked up. For real though. Because like, yeah, that shit crazy. That shit crazy as hell. For real though. I'm like, damn. For real though. And like, yeah, that shit really something. They really need to close these ICE facilities down. And I mean all of that shit. I'm for real, man. Like, this shit is getting out of hand. I'm telling you. I'm like, goddamn. Like, shit. Damn. That's some crazy shit. That's crazy. It's crazy as hell. I mean, like, hell no. Because, like, that was, like, crazy as fuck. That was, like, oh my goodness. That was crazy. That's some old school shit right there. You know, for real though. Anyway, so, I'm like, damn. I'm like, why, like, these here, why they trying to make us feel like, this year is supposed to feel like the years that was before these years, or whatever, before, like, the, like, 2000s and all the other fucking years and shit. Like, goddamn, because I'm telling you, it was really something else. Like, and these motherfuckers up there trying to be like Nazis and shit. Like, that shit crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? For real though. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's just beyond me. Like, goddamn. They wanna be copycats. That shit crazy. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm like, that shit's crazy shit. Anyway, so, now I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Happy that I'm like, ready for class and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I took care of a lot of shit that I was supposed to have. I took care of that shit like yesterday, gang. I mean, like, shit, I wasn't like fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, started like putting shit in these containers or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fill the motherfuckers up or whatever. Well, I could just like sit back and chill. You know what I'm saying? Although I got like already to do that shit. Again, I mean, like, at least like, have some space so I can move around. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I did that shit or whatever. But yeah, Now I'm at I just go out and sit around, put some damn TV or whatever or not. Not saying what show I want to see or whatever. But anyway, like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell on notifications so you can see my next upload and my next post, and to make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like, gang. So long, farewell, goodbye.